Did you hear about food banks and doctors closing for the Queen's funeral? I didn't. But what I did hear is that someone got arrested in the UK for saying "not my king," or for having "not my king" written on a sign. They got arrested. And then someone went up to the cops with a piece of paper, and they asked them, "Hey, if I write 'not my king' on this piece of paper, will you arrest me?" And they said, "Yep." It's not really that great, is it? So I thought maybe I can do a few streams. Maybe we can make a piece of art about that. You know, we could make a piece of art called "Not My King," because sure, I am British, right? So, you know, whatever, but I don't live there. So could I really be arrested for being anti-royal in France? This is a dangerous experiment. Do you think so? I've been thinking about it because I'm making art. Surely, like, there are ways. I'm an artist, you know. Well, I'll think about it. Okay, I'm gonna think about what I call this because I'm saying all this. So I have a big mouth, but also, can I just be permanently banned from Twitch for doing that? Do I want to test it? No, this is my means of survival right now. I don't think that would be a good idea, but I want to. I'm having a conflict. How anti-royal can I be without being banned? You're probably protected by being in France, but you'd legitimately be at risk of arrest in the UK, which is fucking terrifying. Maybe that can be a theme of the stream. You know, me talking about the fact that I'm safe to do this only because I'm not in the UK. If I was in the UK right now, I wonder how I can make an anti-royal stream. I think "not my king" has to be, you know. Oh, there was a guy who was arrested as well for shouting at, what's his name? Andrew, yeah. There was a guy who was arrested for shouting at him. Like, the guy was like, "Yeah, you pedophile," and he was arrested for saying it how it is. Like, the fact that guy can even walk around in public feels no shame. What a freaking gross. You're a dirty old man. Is that all he said? Oh my god. I thought he said more than that. There was a fella charged today for carrying eggs in the vicinity of the royal coffin. Not just arrested, charged. Damn. For carrying eggs? What if you just wanted to go back home and make a creme brulee, or eggy bread, or a frittata? Illegal eggs, illegal pancake. The guy just wanted to have a nice big breakfast, and he got freaking charged with disrupting the peace. Is that what they're charging with people? I think that's what they're charging people with, because there's this weird, vague law. I mean, obviously this happens in, you know, other countries as well. I'm not, you know, but in this case, from what I understand, it's a weird, vague law called disrupting the peace, where you can just be charged for being a nuisance in any way that they deem to be a nuisance. Loitering with eggs. Can you imagine that? Oh yeah, what are you here for? Oh yeah, I was loitering with eggs. Oh wow, that's the state of the world outside, is it? Damn. You've heard the UK has gone full meltdown after the Queen's passing, is what you've been hearing from other UK people. From what I mean, and also, I mean, the British, the newspapers and the media in the UK is just really fucked up, isn't it? I mean, just the fact that Prince Andrew, is that his name? Prince Andrew? Just the fact that they paid off his victim, one of his victims, because 100% there wasn't just one. The Queen paid off his victim with public money, because the Queen's money is like, they're state funded. You know, they get paid just for existing by money that people give to the state. And so that money was used to pay off this victim. And now he's walking around in public and people are saying, "You dirty old man," because, you know, no justice. Of course people are gonna react. I mean, what would you expect from a community? 12 million to pay off the victim? Holy. Full Flora, have you seen the tweet from Christopher Eccleston? Are you referencing that? This is the guy who played Doctor Who before David Tennant, commenting on, I guess, the Queen's Instagram picture. I guess that would be the royal the royal family's Instagram. I'm not really sure how all of that works, but yeah, this is Christopher Eccleston commenting, and that's why I thought you were referencing it, because you said parasite in chief. So this is him saying parasite in chief in her idiot hat. Oh, it predated her death? Oh, yeah, it predated her death. To clarify, he didn't say this recently. He said this ages ago. I was already aware of this tweet long before all of that being, you know, her death. But that was just to show parasite in chief. I think it's just a very nice way to describe them. People are angry that there's a bank holiday. I would be happy to get a day off. I'm always happy to get a day off. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really affected by bank holidays anymore in the state of things. But back when I was either a student or working, somewhere that was affected by that, I would be chuffed. And if you don't like the royals, then spend your day off being anti-royal in some way that doesn't, preferably doesn't get you charged. The hell? Are they getting stricter about the anti-royal stuff? I thought there was quite a large subset of the British population that was anti-royal. Well, I suppose that can still be. I mean, sudden bank holiday means people on low income and precarious employment will suffer. Oh yeah, true. True. I guess I do exist in France, and so I have no idea how bank holidays work in Britain. I think the social security net in Britain is, I think, lesser to some extent. Imagine that happening on a day you were meant to be paid and have bills. See, I think in France, bank holidays are paid. Unless I'm wrong about that. I guess maybe it depends where you're working. Have to do some research. You get paid here, but a lot of people on 0-hour contracts, right? Of course. I guess people can feel two types of way at the same time. In a way, like, we want a day off, but also we want better treatments and, not these contracts that penalize us for, having a day off. There's stuff happening on this coming bank holiday that wouldn't usually happen on normal bank holidays. Cancelled medical appointments, food banks closing, which I think is causing them current unhappiness. Yeah, of course. If food banks are closing, that's, or for, yeah, I see. There's not been enough organization to address, the needs of the people.